Hello, writers. Welcome to a quick update. So today was actually a busy day. Originally, I was going to plan on doing a writing session, but as kind of the day wore on, and really thought about it, I think I was like, okay, it's actually all right if I give myself a breather today from doing a full-on writing sesh. I feel like this week I've been very consistent, and if you've been really consistent with your writing, really great work. Great start to the year. This week specifically, I took 2 days off and I was writing 5 days on. I feel like 5 days, and each of the 5 days that I was on with the writing sessions, I've made some substantial progress in this third draft of The Last Scarecrow. I feel pretty confident that with one more week, I'll be able to either finish or get very close to finishing the third draft for the full first half of the book. That means the full first half of the book will be ready for the feedback loop, of which the feedback loop is beta readers, editor. So I'm very much excited about that. I will then be able to get the entire first half of the book, the first quarter of the book, uh, part one, the first 25% of Scarecrow is already in the hands of beta readers. And then I will be able to get the second act into the hand of beta readers as well. So I'm very excited about that. Once I have that out there, then I'm like, okay, I feel great about that. That way, because I know while I cannot control how long it takes for people to read through it, give feedback, and or the beta reading and the editing. What I can control is I can continue to get work done on the back end of the book. I feel confident giving out the front end of the book because developmentally the story is like 95% set in stone. Any changes that I need to make are only going to affect the later parts of the book on the back end, so it's not something I've worried about. All of the front end of the book is pretty set in stone. Now, the only things that might change is if I get feedback from readers, or if I get feedback from the editor and they're like, hey, these things need to be adjusted or tweaked, then of course there could be some exceptions there. But overall, I feel great about the direction of Scarecrow. So very excited. Hey, what's up, Momo? Have a nice. Oh man, always good to see you, my friend. Hope the writing vibe's treating you well. You said I'm done with my middle grade novel and then sending it off to the proofer tomorrow. Nice work. Nice work. Once it's ready for a proofread, like that's excellent. Really happy for you, my friend. I didn't know you were doing middle grade. For some reason, I thought you were doing for some reason with your comedy background, I totally thought you were going to be doing like dark humor type of like dark comedy type of thing, or satire, because the stuff that we read of yours was so funny. Like, I cannot get comedy. Comedy is not a strength of mine. And could I work on it? Absolutely. Could we improve at the skill set? Of course. But I don't have as much of an interest in comedy as or in writing comedy personally as a genre. What I do have an interest in is being able to write dramatic stories, right? Fantasy nerd here, and be able to have authentic comedic moments throughout the narrative. Because I do think that regardless of whether you're writing something super dramatic or super comedic, there has to be that balance of both sides, right? We find humor in things every day, and the characters need to on the journey as well. So, yeah. But that's all that I got. Like I said, too, it's just a quick little update. Always good to see all y'all. We'll continue on next week with more writing sessions. Tomorrow is a community update. Every Monday, same time, same place, 2 Pacific, 5 Eastern. I'll be here and we'll be sharing some community updates. We have another fellow author tuber is going to be joining us, and they'll be talking about their community, something they actually do really cool with their Discord as well. So we'll be talking about that tomorrow. And yeah, I was like, do I have anything queued up? So we'll go over weekly updates. So it'll be fun. It's a great time to just catch up with everyone in the community. And next weekend is story and critique show. So make sure that if you want feedback on your story, submit now. It is not linked in the description. It should be. But if you're on the Discord, it's linked on the Discord WriteNow links, or it's linked in any of the story and critique show live streams. So submit for next weekend. Next weekend submissions. We already had a higher submission rate from for the New Year's, so I do have a number to get through. But you know what? The sooner you submit, the sooner you'll get feedback. So highly recommend everyone submit now. The next During Critique stream is next Saturday, 1 Pacific, 2, 3, 4 p.m. Eastern. It's our favorite stream. So oh, okay. You said the first novel was a literary satire. This one is a goofy, wholesome middle grade novel aimed at young boys, 12 to 15. Well, good for you. Talk about what a stark contrast and difference in novel in genres. That's like a solar opposite. Satire to a middle grade. But good for you. I think when you work in different genres, it pushes you to grow as a writer. In all honesty, it pushes you to kind of to keep growing and really expand. I know that's one of the reasons why so many of our writers love the competitions that we do, because it challenges them to write in different genres. Aw, thanks so much, my friend. I appreciate it. May 15th. May 15th is the goal. Hopefully on May 15th, that is my publication date. That is the date that I hope to officially publish The Last Scarecrow. We'll see if I can accomplish it. I'm really trying to stay consistent in terms of my revision strategy, and we'll see. We'll see. I think I'll probably know with certainty by the time I get through February. Um, I think the only nervous part about my strategy is that the last act of the book, I still have to go through the second draft of it. I don't know how long it's going to take me. But overall though, I knew it was in a good state. I'm not like worried about it, but we'll see. We'll see what we see, but yeah. I'm just super excited to see if both the writers in the community, and then if there's readers outside the community actually enjoy it and like it as an action adventure story. So really, really excited for it. I want people to have like I just want people to experience like this crazy world, crazy story, and to see if they resonate with the characters as they go through this crazy, crazy post-apocalyptic world. Thanks, Courtney. I appreciate you, my friend. Yes, Courtney dropped a Stern Critique stream. So anyone watching this update, follow the link if you want to submit for feedback next Saturday. Follow the link, submit for feedback next Saturday. Absolutely a great way to get free feedback, might I add. Absolutely free. Live, live reading, live critique, similar to an alpha beta reading. That's a really good. That's a really really good recommendation. He said, "Be sure to set some time for the novel to get some reviews on book sirens or places like that." Yeah, so I mean, I've been bouncing around a couple of different strategies in terms of how I want to capture and go after reviews. I haven't decided on which strategy yet. Um, I already know what my book launch strategy is going to be, but I'm not sure on what strategy I'm going to go after reviews yet. I know some strategies are ARC readers. I know some strategies are like websites, like you said, like Booksprout, Goodreads. I know there's different ways to go about reviews, but as we all know, right, readers 9 times out of 10 trust reviews to check out a book, and especially as a first time as a debut novel, like I need to get reviews. So we'll see. Once I know what my review strategy is going to be, I'll probably share it with the community. Um, yeah, probably need to do some more research and ask myself uh, how I can maximize the potential for reviews. So I do have a couple ideas. I might try something creative to see if I can incentivize reviews. We'll see. We'll see. So, aw. I appreciate you so much, Cordy. Bomb.com, my friend. Like I've been talking about or teasing on TikTok to people that tell me they read fantasy. Aw. And anytime anybody tells me they read fantasy, I'm like, do I have a story for you? The only thing that I'm up against for Scarecrow is that there's another book called The Last Scarecrow. So from an SEO perspective, it's creates a little competition. But I believe I can beat it in SEO once Scarecrow goes live. I wish I spent more time teasing my story than worried about reviews. Yeah, I mean, I think for me, reviews is what's the best way to think about it? Subscribers. Subscriber counts on YouTube are growing less relevant because people care more about following things that they're interested in. Reviews are I think about reviews in much the same way. Reviews is not a major focus, but you need reviews as a tool to incentivize more readers to enjoy your story. If you've drawn readers to the book cover and the blurb, reviews helps tip the scale. It also can help push credibility as well with higher numbers of reviews. But is a review necessary to get someone to read and buy the book? Like myself, if you're going to do like guerrilla marketing in a sense and do a lot of one-on-one and connecting with people, not necessarily, but they're absolutely important. All right. That's enough of me rambling. All right. I appreciate y'all, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow for the community update and more writing to come this week. All right. I'll catch y'all on the flip.